What's happening on Earth right now isn't just chaos, it's a shift, an energetic recalibration, where the planet is moving out of a denser state and into a more subtle one. And when I say vibration, I'm not talking about a physical place in the sky. Think of vibration like a bandwidth of consciousness. A dimension isn't a location you travel to. It's a state of awareness, a frequency range that carries its own rules, perceptions, and patterns. For a long time, Earth has operated largely in what many teachings call 3D consciousness, a dense field shaped by separation, competition, survival, and duality. The story of me versus you, winner versus loser, fear versus control. But as the planet's energetic grid increases in frequency, more people are beginning to touch a different bandwidth, what's often described as 5D consciousness, a reality stream built on unity, compassion, intuition, and the recognition that we're connected. Not everyone will interpret this language the same way, and that's okay. But if you're a seeker, you've probably felt something changing inside you and around you. And here's where this gets personal. If you're sensitive, if you've been going through it, if your body and mind feel like they're rewriting themselves, you may be responding to this shift. Because as the collective frequency rises, you can't stay the same inside an old operating system. And some spiritual frameworks describe this as a transition from a carbon-based body to a more crystalline body, not necessarily as literal biology in the mainstream scientific sense, but as a symbol of a body becoming a better conductor of light, information, and energy. A crystalline structure in these teachings represents coherence, more sensitivity, more receptivity, more intuitive bandwidth, less density, less distortion. So, if you felt like something is upgrading and unsettling at the same time, you're not alone. Seeker, there may be changes happening within you that you can't fully explain yet. Not because you're broken, because you're adapting. And the symptoms people report during this kind of energetic transition can be intense. Not as proof, but as patterns seekers commonly describe as their system recalibrates. Let's walk through them with clarity, groundedness, and discernment. 1. Unusual fatigue and sleep that doesn't feel like sleep. One of the most common signs people mention is deep exhaustion. You sleep, but wake up like you didn't, or you get hit with waves of sleepiness during the day. If this is you, the message isn't push harder, it's listen. Some spiritual traditions interpret this as nocturnal energetic work, dream activity, subconscious processing, integration, spiritual training. Whether you take that literally or symbolically, the takeaway is the same. Your system is doing heavy processing, so don't fight rest. Hydrate. Get morning light. Eat clean and simple when you can. Give your nervous system room to reset, because resistance adds friction, rest creates integration. 2. Emotional cleansing and sudden mood swings. Another big one, emotional fluctuation. Some days you feel inexplicably sad. Other days you feel raw, sensitive, reflective, even restless. In the language of awakening, this is often described as a purge, old patterns rising to be seen, felt, and released. Not because you're regressing, because your system is clearing stored density. The key is not to shame what you feel and not to bypass it with forced positivity. Instead ask, what is this emotion trying to show me? What has been buried that finally wants air? Self-compassion is essential here. And yes, some people explore supportive practices like breathwork, meditation, somatic release, therapy, sound healing, energy work, and other modalities that help regulate the emotional body. The method matters less than the intention. Integration, not suppression. 3. Ringing in the ears and energetic buzzing. Many seekers report periods of ringing, buzzing, or shifting tones in the ears. Some spiritual explanations link this to energetic recalibration and heightened sensitivity, especially as intuition develops and perception expands. Now, practical note, ringing in the ears can also have medical causes, so if it's persistent or concerning, get it checked. But if you've already ruled out physical causes and you notice it comes in waves, especially during meditation, deep stillness, or emotional release, many interpret it as the system adjusting to new frequencies. If it happens, don't panic. Breathe, ground, hydrate, lower overstimulation, and treat it as a signal to come back into balance. 4. Visual changes and subtle energy perception. Another pattern, unusual visual phenomena. People describe seeing faint sparkles, shimmering particles, flashes in peripheral vision, soft halos, geometric impressions, or subtle color shifts, especially in meditative states. Again, always rule out physical causes first. But in spiritual frameworks, this can be linked to the awakening of inner sight, what's sometimes called clairvoyance, not as superpowers, but as heightened sensitivity to biofield information and subtle energy cues. Some describe it like the world becomes more vivid. If this resonates, the advice is simple: stay calm, stay grounded, and don't force it. Clarity comes through steadiness. 5. Changes in diet, cravings, and digestion. During periods of transition, many people naturally shift how they eat. Heavier foods may suddenly feel heavy. Processed foods may feel loud in the body. Some people feel drawn towards simpler, cleaner meals. This isn't about becoming perfect, it's about coherence. Your digestion is highly sensitive to stress and energetic shifts. So bloating, appetite changes, and sensitivity can show up, especially when you're clearing old emotional residue. Listen to your body. Choose lighter, nutrient-dense foods when you can. Reduce what leaves you foggy, and let your eating become supportive instead of strict. The body is not your enemy, it's your instrument. 6. Brain fog, scattered focus, and new mental processing. If you're used to being sharp and suddenly you're forgetting things, losing words, or struggling to concentrate, this can feel unsettling. But many seekers describe this as temporary. It's like your mind is learning a new operating system, less linear, more intuitive, more multidimensional. You start a task and drift. You lose your train of thought. You feel mentally cloudy. Instead of fighting it with self-judgment, treat it like a transition phase. Simplify your schedule. Write things down, take breaks, move your body, get sunlight, cut overstimulation. Your clarity returns, often with a different kind of intelligence, more pattern recognition, more intuitive insight, more depth. 7. Time anomalies, vivid dreams, and strange sleep patterns. Many people report vivid dreams they remember, dreams that feel instructional, symbolic, or emotionally intense. Some also report waking up repeatedly between 3 and 3:30 a.m. for days in a row. There are normal explanations: stress, diet, anxiety, light exposure. But some spiritual teachings interpret this as a window where your system is more receptive and where you're anchoring energy, integrating insights, or receiving guidance. If you wake up during this time, don't spiral. Try this. Take slow breaths. Put one hand on your chest. Ask, what is my system trying to integrate? If it feels right, meditate briefly, pray, or journal a few lines, then return to rest. Not everything needs a dramatic interpretation, but everything can be met with presence. A grounded warning about numbing symptoms. One thing I want to say clearly: when people don't understand what they're experiencing, they often rush to numb it, overusing stimulants, sedatives, painkillers, scrolling, anything to escape the discomfort. And while there are times medication is absolutely appropriate, this isn't medical advice. What matters is discernment. Because if the root issue is dysregulation, suppression can sometimes prolong the loop. Your nervous system wants support, your body wants care, your spirit wants coherence. The real invitation: here's the core of this entire message. Whether you call it ascension, a collective awakening, a consciousness shift, or simply a deep personal transformation, the assignment is the same. Do your inner work, clear old patterns, release what keeps you dense, heal what keeps you reactive, outgrow what keeps you stuck. Anger, fear, shame, attachment, resentment, comparison. These are the frequencies that keep people looping inside the same reality stream. And hear me, this isn't about saving the world by force. Don't try to drag people awake. Don't impose your truth. Let people be where they are. Your responsibility is simpler and harder. Become coherent, become grounded, become clear. Because when you embody the shift, you become evidence. You become the example that quietly activates others. That's how the new earth is built. One nervous system, one heart, one life at a time. So if you're feeling the symptoms, the fatigue, the emotional waves, the sensitivity, the strange sleep, don't panic. Slow down. Hydrate. Ground. Choose what supports your body and meet the process with patience. The more balanced you are internally, the easier this feels. The more resistant and fragmented you are, the more friction shows up. And yes, these energies in many teachings are said to intensify over time. So the question becomes, how committed are you to your own evolution? Because nobody can do your inner work for you. No savior is coming to replace self-responsibility. You are the one you've been waiting for. If you're still here, thank you for staying with me. If this resonated with you, drop a comment. What symptom or shift have you been experiencing lately? Fatigue, vivid dreams, emotional clearing, waking at 3 a.m. And if you want more grounded, seeker-focused explorations like this, subscribe and join us. This is the Ascension realm. Awaken, ascend, become.